Heyo viewers, my name is Reg Green and welcome to part 1 of building every glazed terracotta block as a mega block. So, let's begin. The first one I'm going to be doing is going to be the white glazed terracotta. So, like any other block, let's go ahead and count the shades. The first one we're going to start with is going to be the blue. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 shades of blue. Very simple. Alright, there we go. Got the blue shades. Now let's go ahead and move on to the yellow one. Looks like there's just 2 yellows. Nope, actually, never mind. There's 3. Alright, there we go. And now let's move on to the white. So we have 1, 2, and 3 white. I'm going to save off on the white. Let's go ahead and start with these guys right here. There we go. There's the yellow. Now let's go ahead and move on to the blue. And there you go, there is your blue. Now the last part is going to be the white. And there you go, there is your white glazed terracotta up front, and that actually looks really good, so let's go ahead and copy it to all the sides. And there you go, there is your full white glazed terracotta. Now that looks really good, but of course we got a lot more to go, so let's keep on moving forward. The next one that I'm going to be doing is going to be the light gray glazed terracotta. So let's go ahead and begin once again. First, we are going to be doing the gray sections because it looks like the outlines. So let's go ahead and count the shades for those. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 shades of gray. So let's go ahead and get those shades. And there we go. We got the 5 shades of gray. Now let's go ahead and put them in before we do any other colors. And there you go, there's the gray. Now it looks a bit messy, but don't worry, everything is under control. Now let's go ahead and move on to this one that looks like cyan. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now the rest of it is going to be white, so let's go ahead and see what we can do. So for the white, we have 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think that's it. So I think I have all the colors I need. And there you go, there is one side of that light gray glazed terracotta. Man, that is a long word to say. But let's go ahead and copy them to all the sides. And there you go, there is your light gray glazed terracotta. That is looking splendid. Now let's go ahead and move on. The next one we're going to be doing is the gray glazed terracotta. And this one is all grays and blacks. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one we're going to do is actually going to be this light gray one. I think it's fine if we just get this one out of the way. So it looks like we got 1, 2, 3 shades of gray. All right, very simple. Got the 3 main light gray blocks. Now let's go ahead and put them to the test. All right, I got the grays in. Now let's go ahead and move on to this really darker one. And I miscounted earlier, so I'm going to recount here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 dark shades of gray. Or what I'm going to do is from black to really dark gray. So honestly, I just need one more. And there you go. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, finally I got that done. Whew, that took a while. All right, now we're on to the middle ground, which is just going to be the regular gray. Well, not that kind of gray, but this kind of gray. And there you go. You have your gray glazed terracotta. It doesn't look as good as the others, but we'll never know until we put them on all sides. And there you go. There is your gray glazed terracotta block. And actually, if you actually look at it really carefully, it's actually very close to the actual thing. So I think it worked out perfectly. Now it is time to move on to the black glazed terracotta. And this one actually still has a lot of gray, but has a bunch of red in it as well. I am definitely going to be starting with the red. So let's go ahead and count. We got 1, 2, and 3, it looks like. Yes, so we have 3 shades of red. Alright, got my 3 shades. Now I notice that one red shade is a bit darker than the rest. So I went ahead and exchanged the concrete for the mangrove wood. And there we go, we got the red done. Now let's go ahead and move on to the darker shades. All right, I'm gonna be doing the black part first. So it looks like we got 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we got 3 dark shades. Let's do it. All right, I got all the black and dark gray. Now we're on to the regular gray. Let's see what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it looks like that's the same on this side. All right, let's go ahead and continue. And there you go. There is your one side of the black glazed terracotta. Now let's go ahead and obviously copy it on all sides. And there you go. There is your black glazed terracotta, and let me say it looks beautiful. On to the next one, which is now going to start to become a little bit more interesting. Next up, we got the brown glazed terracotta. And this one's a bit interesting because it has brown, of course, as well as a little bit of cyan. I noticed that a bunch of these ones actually uses cyan colors, so it's very interesting. But the first one we're going to do is actually going to be this line right here, which is actually have no colors at all. Alright, there we go. That was pretty simple. Now let's keep on moving on. The next one I'm probably going to do is going to be the blue. So let's go ahead, count the shades. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Let's see, anything over here? And then we have these little very dark spots, which I actually have a perfect idea what to do with that. And there we go, we got the blue. Now let's go ahead and move on to the brown. All right, let's go ahead and count the shades. I'm gonna count the dark ones first. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got those 4 brown things. Let's go ahead and fill those out. All right, and there we go. We got that. And now we're gonna be moving on to this part, which is gonna be a little bit lighter brown. So I have an idea about that, so let's get started. All right, let's go ahead and count the shades. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, that should be pretty simple. All right, I got the 4 shades that I needed. It's pretty simple. So let's go ahead and get through it. And there you go. There is one side of your brown glazed terracotta. Now let's go ahead and copy it on all sides. And there you go. There is your brown glazed terracotta. Now let's move on to the next one. Next one up, it is the red glazed terracotta. So this one is definitely probably one of the most unique designs. And this is where we actually start to get to some crazier patterns. So let's go ahead and get into it. So for this one, it looks like we have 3 sections. We have the super dark, which is like that. Then we have the normal red, and then we have the very light red, which kind of looks like pink, to be honest. So let's go ahead and figure out what we're gonna do with the dark red. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we need 3 dark shades of red. All right, got that part all good to go. Now let's go ahead and move on. All right, next up, we're gonna move on to the little bit in the middle kind of red shade. We got 1, 2, 3, and looks like 4. So we need 4 more red blocks. And there you go. There is the next shade. It is looking good, but now we're on to the lightest one. Oh wait, I forgot a corner. Dang it. Okay, now we are done. Now we are on to the lighter pink color. Let's go ahead and get into it. Go ahead and count the shades. So we have 1, 2, and 3. It looks like. Yep, just 3. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, I got a pretty good idea, but it is going to be a little pink, but I think that will make it look better. So let's go ahead and get into it. That didn't work very well. Let's see if we actually try to change it to an actual pink color. No, now it's too pink. All right, you know what? That doesn't look terrible. We'll see. We'll see once we put it all on the sides. And there you go, there is your red glazed terracotta. And it doesn't look as good as the other ones, but what can you do when you don't have any like in between pink and red, which is still weird. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. This next one is going to be the orange glazed terracotta. So this one's a bit strange. It kind of looks like a butterfly, to be honest. But this one should be a fun one. So let's go ahead and do the white ones first. It looks like there's only two, which should be pretty simple. All right, that's pretty simple. Now let's go ahead and move on to the other stuff. All right, the next part we're going to do is I am going to be doing this yellow portion right here. So for this yellow, we have 1, 2, and 3 shades of yellow. So let's go ahead and get that done. And there you go. There is our yellow. Next up, what we're going to do is move on to the orange part. So let's go ahead and count the shades. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one is very self-explanatory, so let's go ahead and build it. And there you go, there is your orange. Now it's on to the blues. This one's pretty simple as well. We got one dark one, then another dark one, and then another dark one, and then a bit of brighter one, and then a... And there you go, there is the orange glazed terracotta. Now let's copy them to all the sides. And there you go, there is your orange terracotta. It is looking beautiful. Now let's go ahead and move on to the last one. And we are ending it here on the yellow glazed terracotta. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to be doing this brown section first, and let's go ahead and count the shades. So we got 1, 2, and 3. Doesn't look like there's any more, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, I got a pretty good shade right here. Let's go ahead and start building it. And there you go, just that simple. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next part, and we're going to be doing this white outline right here that does have a little hint of yellow, but I'm just going to say that's white. So it looks like there's just 1, ooh, never mind, there's 2, and then there's 3 shades. Okay, so we got 3 shades of yellow / white. All right, I got a pretty good color palette right here. Let's go ahead and move on with it. And there you go, that is the pattern for the white part. Now let's go ahead and move on to the actual yellow. Let's go ahead and count the shades. We got 1, 2, 3 in the dark yellow. Then we have 1, 2, and is there no more? Nope, just 2 light. Okay, let's get started. All right, I got my 5, so let's go ahead and finish it off. And there you go, there is your yellow glazed terracotta. I think it looks great, but of course, we'll never know until we copy it to all the sides. And there you go, there is your finished yellow glazed terracotta. Man, this was a good one as well. I mean, compared to this and then that, I think it turned out just perfect. And that will be it for today's videos, so please make sure to like and subscribe to this because part 2 is going to be coming out pretty shortly, so stay tuned for that. Go ahead and check out my other videos that I have planned. I also have something new that I definitely want to share with you all. And that will be it for today's video, so eat your veggies, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!